tap here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Denver Broncos. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
And off we go from Denver. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
And he's exactly the man you want in control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure's about to get to him.
Chubb with a carry on first down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And again, it's Chubb.
Run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Watson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback at 6'2" out of Auburn. It's Jarrett Stidham.
For a brief time, he was thought to be a possible successor to Tom Brady while he was still in New England, but that didn't materialize. But opportunity may still knock for him to start in the NFL today. Definitely has the arm and mobility to make plays against NFL defenses. All he needs now is consistency.
On first down, Stidham. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On 2nd down, here's Stidham. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Stidham's throw taken in by Sutton. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Stidham. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Myles Garrett. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Stidham. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That sun's going to be a factor all game long. I'm not sure it made a difference on that one, but it's something to think about on all deep throws during this time of year.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this will remain a scoreless game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. Watson on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Baron Browning, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
But they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action with Stidham.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So nothing doing there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now Stidham on 2nd down.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Stidham to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. Stidham. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now Stidham on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Stidham, 3rd down from the gun. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Myles Garrett, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Cleveland offense making their way out. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They run it again with Chubb. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Up the middle, it's Chubb. He gets away from 1. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, And the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
2nd and 5.
To throw is Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he's got it inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 39 yards there, a big one. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has the better leverage at the line of scrimmage?
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
Josie Jewell, the linebacker, getting the sack. They dialed up a 3rd and 1 blitz defensively. It worked.
Yeah, and a lot of people would think, hey, they thought pass and they guessed right. In a lot of cases, you bring the blitz just to mess up the blocking on a running play. Instead, in this situation, the run wasn't there. They just followed everything right back to the quarterback.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away.
This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Broncos about set to go on offense.
And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wear down the other defense. We'll see. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now it's Stidham. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. To throw is Stidham.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. Here's 2nd and 7 as they've got it as we resume action. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Stidham. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 25, here's 2nd and a couple.
Again, it's Williams. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
94 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
And the slot man goes in motion left.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Stidham. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. The kick by Lutz is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
So all field goals so far, 6-3 our score as the kick is away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. The 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Watson. He'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Watson off play action.
And pass complete to Moore.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
They toss it left side to Chubb. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Denver Broncos back out there. Former Tar Heel Javonte Williams, we shine the spotlight on him.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They begin the drive with Williams. And he stopped immediately there.
The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a toss left side. It's Williams. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
3rd and 12.
Here's Stidham.
And that is incomplete.
Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Returnable for Grant. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Complete to Amari Cooper. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Watson now to throw.
This complete to David Bell.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards the pickup there.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And it's caught. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. Now it's Watson.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that 1st down marker.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Touchdown, Browns!
Deshaun Watson on target to David Njoku. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Javonte Williams and the rest of the Bronco offense back out onto the field.
Now, he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the counter, here's Williams. To about the 33-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Stidham now to throw on third down. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
We talk about setting a tone or beginning a drive. That run was absolutely textbook. I'm telling you, partner, now they're not just thinking about an easy drive. They're thinking about maybe taking it downfield.
Yeah, started at their 2. Now they've got a heavy amount of breathing room. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Here's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. 7 yards there and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He's got the connection to Cooper. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 27-yard line.
2nd and a couple.
Now Watson. Finding more on the out route for the completion. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. That's complete to Bell over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, it's Watson. It's caught. Cooper. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. To the air yet again, Watson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first, this one from 38. Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Coach,
we were certainly
thanks.
treated to an
both teams
entertaining
likely
first
to make
half.
some changes.
Both these
in what's
teams
been
with
a
some high
closely
points and maybe a
fought
couple
battle
of
to
low
this
points as
point.
well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Well, the Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Stidham sets to throw on first. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
2nd and 10.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
123 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes, because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Stidham. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 15.
He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb.
And he's got some space here. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. A give running right is Chubb. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
What I continually hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how a running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And, boy, it all came together on that one.
That's one where they watch that and say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do right there.
That looked like the play we drew up
Absolutely.
and designed, and then we got to see it unfold in real time.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Watson. This is going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Hopkins' kick is good, and that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off.
Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The football going back over to the Denver Broncos.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
2nd and 6.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
They run it again with Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Screen play set up for Williams.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Stidham. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
On 1st down, Stidham. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now it's Stidham. And he checks this one down to Williams. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now it's Stidham.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
A 46-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
And the Browns getting set to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Alex Singleton, the linebacker, there on the tackle.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Back to throw, Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
3rd and 4.
To throw is Watson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Well, give him credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then executed.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Here's Watson.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Watson now to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Williams. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Stidham, 3rd down from the gun. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Riley Dixon now. He's been terrific so far. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
The football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now Chubb running right. Shoves him away. Busts through the tackle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's a gain of
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They run it again with Chubb. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Browns.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now it's Watson. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off.
This fielded right at the goal line.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They begin the drive with Williams. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here's Stidham. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Now 3rd down and very long.
Here's Stidham to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Myles Garrett drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland.
Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At the 20. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Able to power through. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Faking the give. Now Watson.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Watson.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll throw on first down with Stidham. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
To throw is Stidham. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
They give it to Williams, running right. Powerful running. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. From the gun, it's Stidham.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more. And Williams is in for a Denver touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Well, you don't have to be a student of X's and O's to know that right there, that just was the perfect play call defensively.
You're exactly right, because what they did really well, disguised their intentions. They never thought that the corner would come on the blitz. But when he did, that QB was exposed and brought to the ground.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
DJ Jones drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
Denver's offense now set to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Browns set to take over. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Watson's throw hauled in by Bell.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now Watson.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 4-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here we go. 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And again, it's Chubb. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Chubb.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Watson. Touchdown! Deshaun Watson on target to David Njoku. And the Browns will add to their fourth quarter lead.
And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. throwing the touchdown. Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
So the Broncos now down by 10. A little under a minute 50 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Now Stidham. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill when your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon. There's an incompletion right there.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Stidham. Finding Sutton.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
A gain of 24 yards. That's good for a Denver Broncos. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Stidham to throw it. Flushed out right. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The decision made for him. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Stidham.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Here's 1st and 10.
Now Stidham. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here comes 2nd down.
Here's Stidham.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Stidham with one final shot. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it's never easy to come into Denver to win. You think all you have to deal with the altitude, but they got the job done.
Well, there's a reason Olympic athletes train nearby. All right, they've got a terrific training center in Colorado Springs. You train at the altitude, the lungs expand, you go down to the regular, oh my goodness, they can go all day. And in fact, a lot of visiting teams, when you visit Denver, you know what's printed in your locker room? Welcome to the Mile High City, the air.
And off we go from Denver. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
And he makes it so difficult for all defenses because when he's got the ball, it's hard to say when a play is truly over because he can create from any spot on the field and in any situation, even when it appears that he's contained. When he's running your offense, a big play could arrive from any possible spot.
Chubb with a carry on first down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 9 now from the 21. To throw is Watson.
Throw complete to Bell.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Watson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Watson.
Slant route complete to Bell.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 9.
They'll try the air now with Watson.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 23. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback at 6'2" out of Auburn. It's Jarrett Stidham.
Brandon, I know he isn't at the status of some of the elite names in this league, but I do know he's an absolute fighter because he's heard all the criticisms. He's read the articles that say he isn't good enough to be the starter, and he absolutely does not care. All he wants to do is prove every doubter wrong and show that he belongs in this spot.
Now Stidham on first down.
This one swung out to Williams.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Stidham.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Well, first down screen pass, good for 5. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Stidham will throw again. Got a man, it's caught inside
yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Burton. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Mike Burton, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Get something together.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he returns this to the 22. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
A give. This is Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Watson on first down. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 30-yard line. Now Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Chubb will get the call running left.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Watson on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
But Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance going for it on 4th.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Deep in the red zone, seemed like they had their mind made up that that was 4-down territory, and now they've got it inside the 5.
I like the way you looked at that because you're thinking just like a play caller and a head coach who gave the play caller that authority. It was 4-down territory. They went for it, picked it up. They didn't get the touchdown, but what a great consolation prize. A new set of downs and another shot at the end zone.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
They'll try again with Chubb. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Hopkins' kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't
miss it?
change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Shoves him aside. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
They'll throw on first down with Stidham. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Sione Takitaki from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Under pressure, and they got to him again. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. A 3rd and long. You knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Here comes Grant on the return. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now Nick Chubb and the Browns get set for their next possession.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Watson's throw complete there to Moore.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 29-yard line.
Watson now to throw.
Tries the right side, and he finds Bell.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Back to throw, Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. Here's Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Off of play action, it's Watson. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action with Stidham. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Stays on his feet. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 49 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On 1st down, Stidham. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now it's Stidham. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
This taken in at the goal line.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here's Watson now on second down. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
To throw is Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not one bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt.
And Marvin Mims deep for Denver.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They begin the drive with Williams. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's Stidham. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Stidham. That is caught, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Now they'll throw it with Stidham.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Stidham to throw. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Stidham now to throw on 3rd down. It's caught on the right side. Williams.
And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Now it's Stidham. And that's going to be incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Stidham. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Cleveland offense making their way out as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Watson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Browns first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Watson.
And he short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Watson.
That's complete to Brown over the middle.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
First down,
Here's Chubb on the read option.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8.
Now it's Watson. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But there's almost no doubt about the play call there on 3rd down and long. You figure they're going to throw the football. I've got to give a little credit to the offense for taking a little bit of a chance there, running the draw, hoping to catch him off guard, but the defense was ready.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Stidham sets to throw on first. A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Stidham.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll leave him with a third and just a yard. So we have reached halftime here, and a good one. 10-10 is our score. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On 1st and 10, it's Stidham.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
78 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Stidham. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now Stidham on second down. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. Hook up of 15 yards there. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 8.
From the gun, it's Stidham.
Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll throw on first down with Stidham.
Same connection, Dulcich once again.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
They go play action with Stidham.
Throw left side complete to Troutman.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
3rd and 5.
To throw is Stidham.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And he will have the Broncos first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Stidham off play action. And that is incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? They'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 21.
90 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Again, it's Williams.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now Stidham on first down. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Martin Emerson.
And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
This defense tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Still going inside the 20.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Elijah Moore.
An 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns have moved out in front. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Denver's offense now set to go. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Off the play fake, here's Stidham. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Stidham.
This will be caught. Judy.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
On first down, Stidham. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's Stidham to throw. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. There's Elijah Moore as he and the offense come out for another drive.
Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Back to throw, Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
On 3rd down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Slant route complete to Bell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Chubb running right. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd and 5.
And again, it's Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Browns go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. A 10-play drive that time. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Set to take over, the Broncos offense trots back out. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 23, here's the 2nd down and 6. In motion goes Patrick.
Here's Stidham. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb.
He'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
There's the stiff arm. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run it again with Chubb, and he works free. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out on this third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, down at the 33. They'll try the air now with Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
The Browns on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb shedding through the defense. Fights through it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson finding Amari Cooper. And the Browns have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, and this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Denver's offense ready to go again. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Stidham